Hello and welcome to another AngelTrack demo. Today we're looking at the announcement system. My name is Caitlin. I'm a sales engineer here. I'm recording this on Windows 7 with Internet Explorer and with another web browser called Opera. I'm using two browsers at the same time so that we can log in as two different users at the same time. You can use any operating system or web browser you like. AngelTrack is what we call bring your own device. So any smartphone, like an iPhone or an Android phone, any tablet, including iPads, Google Nexus, Samsung Galaxy, a Toughbook, any version, laptops, desktop computers, whatever you've got, if it has a web browser, then you are good to go and there is nothing to buy and there's nothing to install. So we'll connect to our cloud server. This particular cloud server is called the Sandbox. It's just for our sales engineers to use when we're recording demos like this one. Now first, I'm going to log in as a captain. Captains have a lot of access to the product, including full access to the announcement system. So let's take a look at what announcements we've got so far. Okay, I've got a guide to checking engine fluids that everyone has seen. I got an overtime policy change that everyone saw. And I've got a new one here. I actually put this one in myself. It's a policy change about truck parking. Now, this one is targeted at crew members, but it looks like not everyone has seen it. Let's see who hasn't seen it yet. Okay, so David Smith has not been shown this announcement. So let's log in as David Smith. Let's see what happens when he logs in and there's an announcement waiting for him. Okay, here we are on our crew homepage that we've seen many times before in other demo videos here in the YouTube channel. He's got a few achievements racked up. A month without incident, a month without an absence, and he's done 10 shifts. Got a little certificate warning here, but what happened to that announcement? Remember, David Smith has not seen this announcement yet. Well, the answer is he hasn't clocked in yet. We can't require employees to sit and view announcements when they're off the clock. So let's see what happens when he clocks in. Okay, here's the announcement. Truck parking policy change, blah, 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 blah. And apparently this is pretty serious concern because I've even been required to sign my acknowledgement. Now, that was an option that we set when we first created this announcement. We decided that this was serious business and we're going to require signatures on it. This is something maybe, I don't know, maybe someone could get fired over it. So, David Smith has got to sign indicating that he's read it. Now, I'm signing with my mouse right now, but if this was a smartphone or a tablet or a Toughbook or anything else that has a touch screen, you can just sign with a fingertip. It's the easiest thing in the world. Okay, so now we've viewed the announcement and we gave our signature, and now we're back getting back to our crew homepage, and we're going to start working on our reports. So now 100% of the employees have seen the announcement, and we've got signatures on file for all three of them. These are all the crew members that announcement was targeted at right here, targeted at crews. Now, let's see how easy it is to create a new announcement. At our company, we're going to issue an employee handbook to every employee on the day that they're hired. And then throughout the next year, whenever we have a policy change to make, we're going to add an announcement for that policy change. It represents something new that's not in the employee handbook. So maybe we have a policy change about equipment check-ins. Let's see. New policy for checking in mobile devices at the end of shift. Let's see. Perhaps the policy says mobile device check-ins are performed at the end of shift if no supervisor is on hand at the station. then you may leave your mobile device on the supervisor's desk, and he will check them in when he returns. Simple policy change, just to clarify. This is not a critical issue, so we're not going to require signatures, and not everybody needs to hear about this. So we'll just send this to supervisors and to crew members. We could even attach a little picture if maybe we wanted to show the exact desk or the exact spot where the devices need to be left, or whatever we want to attach a photo of. Okay, so there's our new announcement, and no one has seen it yet. Now, I said that we're going to give an employee handbook to every employee on the day that they're hired, and then throughout the year, all policy changes are going to accumulate here. At the end of the year, we will collect all of our announcements that have been made. We're going to add them all to the employee handbook and then issue a brand new handbook, including all of the revisions thus far. And then when that happens, when the handbook contains all of these new policies, then we can just turn these announcements off. We can quit showing them to new employees. So, one other nice little feature. Let's pretend that this truck parking policy, let's pretend that that was very serious business. We were deadly serious about this policy. We even collected signatures from all the crews, and perhaps someone got in trouble for it and they got fired. Later on, if I ever need to have proof that that employee was shown that policy, well, I've got that right there in his employee file. Remember when we logged in as David Smith and we saw the policy and we signed for it? Well, here in David Smith's employee file, I can see all of the announcements that he has seen and that he signed for, including the inactive one. So here I've got proof positive that this employee was shown that policy change and he signed that he read it. So if he later got fired over it, this is everything I need. So that's the basics of the announcement system. It's super easy to use. It's a very convenient way to disseminate policy changes to employees. Maybe they're temporary policy changes, like maybe we need to have an announcement that's only effective for the next week. Let's see. Through this Sunday, the landlord has asked us to park on the south lot only, while the north is being pressure washed. And we could put our policy here, and we could even set an expiration date. So we could say just for the next week, and then after that, stop showing this. So it'll automatically stop being flashed up to new employees. So we have temporary policy changes like that. Permanent policy changes will all accumulate here in the announcement list, and then once a year we'll add them to the employee handbook and then retire them. So very easy system for disseminating new information to new employees and guaranteeing that everyone gets it. So my name is Caitlin. I appreciate you watching. If there's something that I didn't cover, then check out the YouTube channel. There's a bunch of other training videos there. Or you can come to the website. That's AngelTrackSoftware.com and check some of the online help, or drop me a line and let me know how I'm doing. Thanks. Good night.